Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, with my beautiful sparkly cardigan. Nowhere near being big enough to fit me. This is not gonna fit me anytime soon, but we are getting somewhere with it. This could almost fit a toddler. Pull this up so you can see it a little better. Yeah. Arm, front. So this is going rather well. This one I can work on in the dark, in the park. No issues there. I'm not having any issues with the yarn coming out. It is coming out on this end. This end is starting to come out only because it is being used a lot. Like I walk with this one in my backpack all the time. Sorry, my tote bag. I take it to work with me in the off chance that I feel like working on something because it's just one little skein. This is a lot easier to carry around than, say, my cakes. Because my cakes are behaving badly. So I'm using my 3.5, my travel hook, because it's always the most accessible hook I have. It's always where I want it to be, which is with me. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Anyways, thanks for joining me here today, and let's get going with our crochet. Sounded super awkward. Sorry about that. My nose is filling up quite quickly, so I'm taking deeper breaths. So if you hear them, I'm so sorry. I'm doing the best I can with what my body is letting me do. Anyway, this yarn is sadly discontinued, but absolutely fabulous. I'm glad I got to meet it and I get to play with it. I am very, very excited about it. Yeah, I can see why some people would be intimidated by it. It is a very thin yarn. It is fingering weight. Fine, lightweight, what did they call it? Fine, what is it? A super fine number 1. So, that it is. But as I've been working on lately, that seems to be what I've been enjoying the most. So, I do like my thicker yarns, my 4s. I love a 4-weight. Seems to be my go-to for the most part, especially with like amigurumis, sweaters for the girls. 4-weight seems to be what I intend to go with. But I'm quite excited to work with these thinner yarns to get a little bit more of a lacy feel. Trying new techniques. Like I really think that this one's going to work out really nice for a like tiny hexagon cardigan. It doesn't have the big stitches like my other one, and I think that's going to be really pretty with this. And I'm really thinking that big twist white that got voted out right here on the other sweater would really complement this. Like it'd give it a really good, like it's not too far off. Like it is quite a bit thicker, but I think I can make this work, and we'll have to see. We'll have to see what I decide by the time I get closer to the end, because I do think a white trim on this is going to be quite nice and give it a very posh look. I am considering adding pockets, and I might do that in a different yarn. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll do it in a regular material and then stitch around it or something. That might be interesting, like a nice white or a black or something like that. Something I can put my phone in, you know what I mean? I always walk around with my phone and my headphones, like even at home, because I like to put one headphone on and put some music on while I'm doing my thing. Or listening to someone talk, you know, tell a story. I love listening to books while I'm doing things, so quite often. I have one of my little earbuds in my ear. I don't like the wired ones because they get caught on our cabinet doors. So I got one of these packs, and I use them all the time. They're always in my pocket. So I need to have pockets on my cardigans and things like that, especially my long ones, because I love wearing them everywhere. I wear them when I go out. I wear them at home. I just really like a really long one, like a duster style. That's one thing I should have done with my duster that I love, my black and gray one, which I have been wearing. You know, I gotta stay warm while I'm sick. And kind of thinking I should have made it out of cotton, because I think some of it is stretching out pretty bad in the back, but I'm still gonna wear it because I love it. Even if I just wear it in bed or in the house, I don't care. I love that thing. It's exactly what I wanted it to be, and it fits the way I want it to, and even if it stretches a little, I'll have to figure it out as I go along. But it is still an amazing sweater. Got 2 in the corner to make the corner. Gotta get that 2 in the corner. And with a hexagon cardigan, you have to have 6 corners, or you can't get that shape. It looks like a big muddled mess when you have it like this, but when you fold it the right way, you can definitely see where you're going with it. And it doesn't take very long before you can see that, so that helps out with motivation. Because, you know, when you're working on a project and you just suddenly lose your motivation, I have a few sitting there staring at me right now from across the room, wondering, will they ever be done? Yes, they will be done. I'm just not there. Not there today. These ones are more fun for me right now. And these ones are so early. Early they are. I have to make 2 sides of everything. Everything I'm working on has to have 2 sides. There's no way that I can make them without 2 sides. So that is absolutely fabulous. And at least one of them is getting a tutorial on it. And that one is going to take me quite a while because I've never done that before and I'm not sure what to include, not include. So I'm watching other tutorials and trying my best not to panic. I'm a little panicky. I feel a little pressured on it, but it's a good pressure. It's something new. It's something exciting, and I want to do it up in a way that is nice, easy, and not too long for anybody to sit through. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of it I can skip over without it being too much, but it still takes me a long time to get through the pattern over and over. That's all right. We'll get there when we get there. I've got ideas. I got ideas on a lot of things, honestly. And this yarn is just gorgeous. Thank you. I say something nice about you, and you're just like, no, I don't want to work for you. Flipping through it. Head's full of stuff. I'm going to take a cold pill very soon. I feel like it's all worn off, which is not very fun. Here we are. And 2 and 3. Blues, gray blue, green, and a touch of a bit of a almost white. And then of course the sparkle, which is really not bothering my skin at all. I thought for sure that I might have an issue with it, so that's why I didn't buy it all at once. And I got home and realized I had an odd amount, and I looked at how much was in each one, which is 900 meters, and I didn't like the amount I had, so now I have 6, so I can make something extra. And I am thinking this one's going to be long, and maybe with a hood. I've been wanting to try out hoods for quite a while. I have an idea of how to do them, but I've never actually crocheted one, so I like hoods. I like a nice hood, especially on something I want to wear outside or, wintry. Robe styles, that good stuff. This is still within the first skein, so this tells you this is going to take me a long time to get this one done. I'm thinking next year, next cooler season, it's going to be finished. If I keep working on it, the pace I've been working on it, which is not very fast. Nothing has been working on very fast. I'm needing to figure out my timeline a little better. Sometimes I get extra time for crochet, but like this week I have been absolutely just run down and blah. There's been no extra nothing. It's just been work, eat, sleep. That is it. And that's just because I'm feeling under the weather. And that makes sense. But I get a 3-day weekend because it's Canada's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Yum yum. Gonna have some turkey. It's gonna be delicious. Because I like a good turkey. Yum yum, turkey, turkey. And through the door. Not bad, not bad. Gonna get this all finished up. And go back to the rainbow sweater, I think. I'm really excited with the progress I'm making on it. Got a corner in on it, so that's wonderful. I think I'm just going to do one, and then when I go do the other, it'll all make sense. I have an idea of how I want to do it, and it's gonna be nice. 2 and 3. Whew. Sitting here with my mouth open. Sorry if I'm not too talkative. It is really a challenge when you're sick to just be entertaining and fun to be around. That's okay. It's okay. We can all have our downtimes. It just means a quieter video. And that's alright too. Yep, this is a good yarn. I am so sad that they've discontinued this one. I wish I had found it sooner. Some of the other colorways in it were very, very nice. And no, I'm not complaining about what I got. I am lucky I got this, and I'm happy I got it. And I am so excited for this project to be something spectacular. I'm going to really enjoy this one. I think it's going to be just some extra fun cardigan for me. Well, not really a cardigan. It's going to be long, so it's going to be more like a duster. Which is fabulous, because I like a nice duster. Even when I'm just wandering around my own house. It's just a vibe I like. Oversized sweaters are the way to go. I've always had a thing about oversized sweaters. I used to have a lot of the really oversized 80s ones in the pastel colors and stuff, and they'd kind of start hanging off the shoulder because I was small and they were a bit big, and it was a whole vibe. And I still like that vibe. Makes me feel super sophisticated. I'm just kidding. Sorta. It's one of those things. Sometimes when you're wearing certain outfits, you feel certain things. It is what it is. And we are just flowing with this crochet. This is nothing to be ashamed of. This is beautiful. This is going to be amazing, this one. I think this one is going to definitely be sort of like icy winter princess type deal. That's what my vibe I get off this one is, just ice princess. Because even in winter you still can find green. Greens, blues, grays. All these colors and the sparkles. Because snow sparkles all the time. So, to me, this is a wintry yarn. It has wintry colors for me and winter vibes. And I like that. I like that a lot. I'm a winter girl. I was born in winter. So, winter vibes for winter vibes is great. But I still don't think I'm going to get this done to enjoy this winter. I think it's going to be a next winter item. This feels like it's going to be a very long project. Like almost everything I'm working on right now. Everything I've been picking has been giant, long, difficult, time-consuming. I have a feeling this side, after I get through one skein, might be the size that I need for the top part of the arms and the sleeves, but that isn't going to include the whole bottom. That is going to be a whole another situation. So I'll have to attach the two sides and then probably just keep going back and forth. So then I will be flipping back and forth instead of going round and round. So it'll be back, forth. So then it'll turn from the Hexie cardigan into the granny stitch back and forth. So it's going to be a couple different techniques for the sweater, cardigan, duster, snow princess outfit, whatever you want to call it. I'm leaning towards snow princess because, you know, it just sounds cool. Anyways, those are just some ideas I have on this one because I've been sick, but I still think about crochet all the time. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!